If you've been looking for the perfect Nigerian fried rice recipe, or you've been looking forward to upgrading your fried rice game, this is definitely the recipe for you. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Everything Tasty, and today we'll be making the perfect Nigerian fried rice. Now let's get into it. So you're going to go ahead to blend your onion, garlic, and a Scotch bonnet pepper. This will be used to boil our protein, and for the protein I'm using goat meat and liver. You can either use liver or you can use the heart of the beef you're using, whichever one it works. Then you go ahead to season with your curry, thyme, bay leaf, seasoning bouillon, your onion powder or your garlic powder, whichever one it is that works for you. And then give it a good stir and leave it to simmer. As you can see, I didn't add any water, but after it is simmered for about 10 minutes, I'm going to add water and let it cook perfectly. Now we're going to go ahead to clean our carrots. You want to make sure you take away the head and the bottom because these parts have the most dirt in them, and if you don't clean it well, you can have sand in your food and it's not a good experience. So I'll be using this slicer. It's used mostly for carrots or peeling, whatever it is, your yams. You can use this or you can use a knife, whichever one you have, it works, okay? Now what I'm doing is taking off the outer layer of the carrot just so I can get to the innermost part, okay? And then I'm going to cut this to get this type of shapes before I go ahead to dice it. After dicing carrots, now we're going to go ahead to our green bell pepper. So I'm going to cut off the top of the bell pepper and the bottom because this is another way in which you can get the most out of your bell peppers, okay? Because most times when we yank off the top, we get excesses more than we're supposed to dispose. But with this method, you're just going to get all your bell pepper in one, as you can see. And now I'm going to go ahead to cut so I can get them into cube-like form. And that's that. So guys, please note that if you're dicing your vegetables, you want to be really careful just so you don't cut your hand, okay? And after that, I'm going to go ahead to my green beans. Some people call this peas, but I have peas that I'll be using in this recipe. So for this, I like to call them green beans. I'm going to slice them well before going ahead to my spring onion. All my vegetables was washed before I started cutting it because I like to get the most dirt out of it before going ahead to cut. I don't cut first before washing. I wash first before cutting, okay? Please do take note of that. It will help take away most of the dirt in your vegetables. And as you can see, I got it thinly sliced because I don't want anyone eating the fried rice to be able to pick out the vegetables, okay? So after that, I'm going to go ahead to saute some onion, add my seasoning, curry, thyme, and then a little bit of garlic powder. And in this, I'm going to toast my rice. I do this frequently for rice, and I'm sorry, I don't know why, but it brings out the most flavor in my rice. I don't know, but you should try it out. And maybe see if there'll be a difference from the regular steps you're used to, okay? After that, I'm going to add in turmeric water. I blended the turmeric in just a little cup of water in my blender and I added it. This is going to be used to enhance the color and to give us that almost green-like color for our fried rice. And then this is our protein broth, the water you get from the protein you cooked, my goat meat. That is the water. And then I'm going to add in more water, seasoning, and I'm using Cameroon pepper for this. That is the black pepper because I want it really spicy. And then I'm going to leave it to cook for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, this is it. I'm fluffing up my rice and going ahead to fry my protein before I start cooking my fried rice, okay? So at this point, if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please go ahead to give me a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more contents like this. I upload weekly and I would love you to be part of our community, okay? So guys, at this point, we're cutting our liver, or better still, your heart that you're using for your fried rice. You're going to dice this up really small because you don't want anyone who's having it to be able to pick it out, okay? When the vegetables or the ingredients are huge, they'll be able to pick it out and you don't want that. And after that, I'm going to fry the liver that I'll be using for this. Now, let's make our fried rice. I first of all fried our green beans and carrots, also with my peas, because these are usually the hardest to get cooked in all the vegetables. And another thing I'm trying to achieve is eliminating excess moisture in my vegetables so my rice doesn't get bad. And then I added my carrots, a little bit of salt for taste, and then I added more peppers because I noticed my rice wasn't as spicy as I want. I love my food really spicy. And after that, I added my bell peppers. I allowed my vegetable fry very well before going in with my cooked rice. And as you can see from the turmeric, you can see the color of the rice already. It's looking almost green, what you need for fried rice. And guys, at this point, you want to fry this rice. Guys, I'm not saying it lightly. You want to actually fry this rice because it is called fried rice for a reason. And if you don't fry this rice well, it won't stay long. But with this method, it's going to last for a long time. And then what I added was fried liver. And then you want to keep stirring and stirring before going in with your spring onion, Then after adding the spring onion, you want to keep stirring this. And for fried rice, I'll recommend you use a pan like this that is wide, okay, so that the heat can be evenly distributed. And at the end of all of that rigorous work, this is our Nigerian fried rice in all its amazing glory. This rice is so delicious and you can't go wrong with all the steps. Please do well to subscribe and see you in the next one.